everyone and welcome back to another Gotham City Chronicles mission. Today the mission is a series of mutations which sees the heroes coming back to Ace Chemicals where Mr. Bloom has set up shop after Dr. Death finished. I guess they're just like waiting their turn outside. And he is in here to mutate people into his bloomed flowers where they have like mild superpowers and spindly bodies. So we'll go over the mission specifics in a second, but we are also seeing a couple of new heroes on the board. They aren't actually on the board yet because they're on their character cards. We'll get a better look at the miniatures themselves once I do another getting stuff painted. But the main Batman of the show this time is the Frank Miller Batman, who I believe starts roughly there-ish. I'll double check before we get started. Of note, unlike most Batmen, he only has 10 max energy instead of 11. I guess because he's old. Other than that, he's got the basic skills you would expect, martial arts. He's got combo level 2, but he also has Berserk level 1. Berserk level 1 only kicks in if he gets half dead. So he has to have at least 5 cubes in his wound zone here before we need to worry about that. That's Overdrive or something. I've forgotten what it's called, but you can deliberately wound yourself to do 2 extra actions without spending any other... Well, you put the cubes into your wound zone, but say you had none to spend, you could still take them from elsewhere and put them into your wound zone. You can't use lethal weapons. He's got Detective level 2, or whatever that's called, Investigate. Automatic Orange. Level 3 of Protect, I think. And he only has Parkour level 1. He does not have the mobility, so it's a good job Ace Chemicals doesn't have any difficult terrain. It only has Dangerous on the vat there and the square there where that poor sod's standing. Bat Gadgets, he's got Batarangs, Batcape, and 1 Explosive Batarang. Next up we have Bluebird. Don't know much about her other than it's Harper, and I've read some comics with her in it, but not as her Bluebird persona for the most part. The mission specifies she is equipped with 2 taser handguns, much like Nightwing, who we'll see in a second, but we've already seen him. She has ambidextrous, so she can use a gun in each hand, and she gets the bonuses for both. She won't use lethal weapons, she uses tasers. She's got Munitions Expert level 2, Hacker level 2, and she is the best character at doing the thing they need to do to win this mission, and I believe she starts at the far end. I think she starts there, and then if we just quickly grab Nightwing, I believe Nightwing starts there, but again I'll double check. Other than that, she has Parkour level 1 and Evasive level 1. She gets 1 automatic defense against ranged, and that's about it. She doesn't have a big utility belt. She has brought Tear Gas, which is a one-time use, and Smoke Pellets, which is a one-time use. Then we have Dick basically set up as he has been already in this series. His 2 batons, Batarangs, a perforating Batarang, and a tranquilizer dart. So this game goes until Hero turns 7. This would have been a really good starter mission, I feel, because it's very simple to understand in terms of objectives. Simple. Every 0 on this map, of which there's 6, it's 3, 4, 5, 6, are jammers. The heroes need to get to them, do a complex manipulation of 5. So that's the hand skill, so she's got red, so she's good at it. Batman's got orange rerollables, and Dick's got rerollable yellows, so they're not that great at it, which isn't a good choice of heroes for this, honestly, but hey. And if they do it, it flips over, and a jammer becomes activated. If they get at least 5 out of the 6 jammers activated, they win. Mr. Bloom, who's there, he simply wins if they don't do that. Now, the only other thing that's different about this is at the start of each villain turn, if there's less than 4 jammers activated, he can pick any normal henchman he wants, and assuming one of his actual henchmen have been removed, he can replace them with that because they're blooming and becoming a Mr. Bloom henchman. And the reason to do that, despite them only being 1 armor, 1 health, is that they have Terror 1, so they're pretty good roadblocks because to get through their square you have to add on an extra move for the Terror. Mr. Bloom himself has Terror level 2. He also has Regen 1 and Reach, so he can attack adjacent tiles with his close combat attacks. So the heroes are going first. Oh, the one last thing to mention is the pool of energy cubes for the villain is 1 higher than normal. So they have a bit more energy to play with, or maybe it was 2 more higher. I've forgotten now. Either way, heroes will be going first. I'll make sure that they're set up. One last thing to cover regarding this specific map, because something was done wrong on this map the first time we were on Ace Chemicals. I counted the drop from here to here and here to here as being 3, 1 then plus 2 for dropping down. Double checked, and because the ladders are there, they are only climbs of level 1. So they should only hinder by 1, which is countered by parkour level 1. So it's actually just a normal move of 1 to get down these ladders. If you wanted to fall, however, which I have no idea why you would want to, but if you did want to fall, it's a level 4 fall, which means 4 yellow dice worth of damage just straight up. Again, don't know why you would want to fall, but that's what it says in the book. So that was the only other thing offhand that I can remember that needed to be corrected. There's some throwing knives on the level, just because. Reinforcement points for the villains, that door, and that door down there. Alright, let me make sure this is all set up and they're in the correct position, and we'll get started with Hero, turn 1. So as we get started, we've got to give Sora a cameo. Hello Sora. She's fine. So, the heroes are all going active obviously, so they just regen 2 energy cubes each for their first turn. I like the first turn of each match because I get these set up like at least a day before I'm going to record, so I can observe the table and think for a while about what my strategy is, because we know from last time on this map, time is of the essence, and 7 turns isn't that much when each hero's probably going to have to rest for 2, so I have a plan. Whether or not it works, I don't know. So we are going to go first with Nightwing up there, and I've double checked using the app so you can see for what he wants to do, because I want him to take out him and him from where he is. So that's using ranged, and he is going to use ranged, and he is going to use up his perforating batarang straight away because I want those 2 bloom guards gone, and he's going to use 2. So the way this works, 2 orange as default, 2 red because of the perforating batarang, and 1 yellow for an elevation bonus. If this does not kill him, I will be very cross. Also, I'm going to try and roll within the camera because they slide on the cardboard. That actually wasn't that great a roll, but still. Nope, that was a 3. But they slide so they go out of shot, and sometimes I don't notice because I'm looking at the whole table. I will try harder to keep them in frame. So he has an automatic arm. I didn't say which one it was aiming specifically at. Let's say this one. Automatic armor of 1, so he took 4 damage. They have not much chance of defending against that. Plus, Mr. Bloom is going to get a free one at the start of his turn, so let's just see. He is gone. The perforating batarang is also gone. Then he's going to use up his other 2 to max out his ranged. Just throw a normal batarang, so that's 2 orange, plus a yellow for the batarang that's re-rollable, and a yellow that's not re-rollable for the elevation bonus. So we'll have to do the re-rollable yellow, we'll make that one the re-rollable and do it separately. See what I mean about them sliding everywhere? So this is the re-rollable, so that's good. That is 5 minus 1, that's still another 4. That is going to take him out as well, because that's not worth defending. Now Dick might not do anything else this turn. Well, I mean, he's got his free movement, and he might as well move. So he's going to go 1, 2, and again he has parkour level 1, so he ignores the penalty of the ladder, now that I know it's a ladder. I mean, I knew it was a ladder, it's on the map, I just didn't know it reduced the climb required to get down is all. So that's all Dick is going to do for his turn, I think. Next, Harper's also got 2 free move. So she's going to move 1, 2, because again she has parkour level 1, yes, so she can do that without having to pay an extra penalty. And then I think she's going to shoot the shotgun brute over there, so let's see how this works with her. Let's see, she gets 2 rerollable yellow by default, each taser gun adds an orange. So let's not take any chances and do 2 then. So 2 rerollable yellow, 2 unrerollable orange. May as well. Good enough, more than good enough. They've got 2 armor. That's 4 damage coming through. That is not worth defending. That shotgun brute is gone. Now, she'll spend 1 on movement to move into this jammer over there. Now she needs to get a complex manipulation of 5. She's going to do it. She's going to go for it. Let's get it done turn 1. 3 red dice. I apologise for having to lean over. 3 red dice. Oh no. The best she could reroll is one of them into a 3, which would be enough. She'll do it. She'll try it. She'll spend on a reroll. I smacked off a Frank Miller Batman. It did not bring it good luck. That's unfortunate. But Nightwing can help her out next turn. That's okay. So it's just Frank Miller Batman. He's got 2 free movement. So 1, 2 gets him right to this jammer. Will he try and... I made the mistake last time of just killing goons and not getting to jammers. Alright, let's give him a go. He's got to get 5 on 3 rerollable orange dice. So I need one more orange. Apologies. Using a lot of dice this first turn. Probably spent too much energy for turn 1. Well, re-rollable. That's 3. He's going to spend on a reroll. Remember, you can spend on a reroll, you just can't free reroll twice in a row. And he actually did it. Amazing. So that jammer is switched on. It cannot be switched off. So that is 1 out of the 5 they need to get to win. Beyond that, I think he's going to wait. He's going to rest. Well, he's going to bank the rest of his energy. So all those energy cubes go into fatigue. Bluebird ain't going to be doing much next turn, I can tell you that for a fact. And Nightwing goes there. And with that, we're over to the villain for their first turn. So we're at the villain command board. It is their first turn. They get 5 energy. They've got a lot of energy to play with. The first one's activating will be the Willem Dafoe thugs, and not fugs, which are like pugs but feathery. Oh, also, forgot to mention, Mr. Bloom has 2 icons in this board, so the board is full. And it does mean he might be able to double turn at some point. And he has a pretty nasty attack. But the Willem Dafoes are going first. Now, I did have a question. Aren't you supposed to resolve one person on a tile, then move on to the next? As in, say we were doing this Willem Dafoe, we move and attack with them, then do the next. You are supposed to. The reason I move them all first and then do attacks is for ease of viewing, ease of remembering who to go, and it makes no difference to the result. The only way it would make a difference is if 2 moved into the same square with a hero. They would technically both be getting a bonus that they wouldn't get. Or one of them wouldn't get, because one wouldn't be outnumbered prior to the other one moving in. That has not come up. If it does ever come up, it will have to be remembered. Because I like doing it this way just so everybody's done their move. But yes, you are supposed to handle each henchman in turn. So anyway, they move 2. This one's going to stay where he is, because I think he can shoot Batman. I might have to double check the app for that. So I noticed one of my dog's hairs. It's stuck under his hired goon. It's got to go. This Willem Dafoe over here is going to move out onto the balcony here. That one's staying still, assuming he can shoot. This one is going to shoot down at her, assuming he can see. He should be able to. And this one is just going to shoot Batman. But this is the perfect time to check the app. I don't have the app handy this time, so I'm going to have to quickly do another break. I apologise, just to double check line of sight for all of these hired goons. Alright, double checked. From this square, he basically sees up to this line. This one can sort of see here, but can only see this square. Can't see this one, can't see this one. This one, however, can, and he gets an elevation bonus. This one can obviously see Batman and also gets an elevation bonus. So they are shooting with a white and an orange. But obviously the other one will get a height bonus. Or sorry, they'll both get height bonuses. We'll start with this one, attacking Bluebird. No rerolls. 2 damage. She gets an automatic block of 1 against range, so 1 damage. She doesn't get any kind of automatic defense, and she has no energy cubes left, so she takes 1 damage. And then the one shooting Frank Miller Batman. 1 he does not have. Oh, sorry, he does have 1 automatic defense against range because he has a bat cape. So that did no damage. And I don't think the other thug wants to move, since even though he can't see, because eventually he is going to be able to see once they try and get up the stairs. So he's probably fine where he is. So let's put him there. Now the next activation for the villain, as I knock something over behind me, is going to be... Let's go for a Mr. Bloom. Why not? If we put him somewhere annoying, again, he has Terror 2, so he increases the cost of walking into his tile by 2. He can attack adjacent tiles, and he regens 1 at the start of his turn. So he moves 3, he's got 2 armor, 5 health. So where would be the most annoying to put him? Because there is a jammer where he is, but there's 3 jammers here, so the most annoying place for him to be would certainly be like somewhere down here, I think. So 1, 2. He's blocking the stairs. That seems like the most annoying place to put him, so that's where he's going to guard. And yeah, I think that's it for villain turn 1. So we're going to go into hero turn 2. So before we get started proper with turn 2 for the heroes, totally forgot the flowering rule at the start of the villain's turn. So this prisoner here, he has actually bloomed into one of Mr. Bloom's henchmen to make it... Oops, sorry for spinning you there, Mr. Dafoe. Even make it more annoying to try and get to the staircase, because he'll hinder by 1, Mr. Bloom hinders by 2, so that thug has... He's blossomed into a lovely, horrible monster that looks a bit like Slenderman. So with that, Bluebird is definitely resting this turn. No qualms about it, because she can't do anything else, so she gets 5 energy back. Nightwing is going to stay active, so he gets 2 energy. And Batman's going to stay active as well and get 2 energy. So Dick can use his free movement to go doot doot into this square. Sorry, that square. I'm pointing it a bit too close. There we are. And I think he's going to try and activate the jammer. 4 re-rollable yellow dice, huh? Is his max. Let's give it a go. I don't rate his chances, but let's give it a go. 4 re-rollable yellow dice, needing 5. Not bad. 3 so far. 4. He's got to pay for a reroll. He's got to. He's so close. With his last energy. Oh, he can't. He's maxed out. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Reroll's going here. What am I talking about? Reroll. Come on. Come on. Yes! That is exactly enough. 3, 4, 5. Second jammer activated over there. We're in with a chance. Let's just put those dice to one side. Now, he's obviously resting next turn because he has nothing left. But that does mean Bluebird is free to move on. Ideally she wants to get to this jammer. She doesn't have a lot of energy though. Well, she could use... Hang on. He's got 1 armor. How much armor does he have? 2 armor. Huh. She has tear gas, you see. And I'm thinking, what if she moves here, ignores this guy, or maybe shoots him, and chucks the tear gas over here to take out those henchmen. It does mean that square is going to have tear gas in it for 2 turns. But it'll clear out the henchmen, and it will also make it like they can't reinforce there really because they'll get hurt by the tear gas. But at the same time, the jammer needs to get dealt with. No, because it's 2 turns where she needs to wait for the tear gas to clear. It's not a good idea. So she'll move for 1 to there, and then she shall shoot the Mr. Bloom henchman. And she'll shoot for 2, so that's 2 rerollable yellows plus 2 orange. Yellows are rerollable. Nope. They have 1 armor, so that's just 2 defense. The villain is going to try and defend against him with 1. Needs to get a 2. Did. He lived. Annoying. She's going to shoot him again. She wants him gone. That dice just fell off the table. I'm going to have to grab another orange from over here. Rerollable yellows. When you're finished. So that is 1 damage coming through. That will be attempted to be blocked as well. So it just needs to get a 1. The henchman lives. Not a good result at all there. Well, that just leaves Frank Miller Batman. He has parkour level 1, so he could go 1 to this L shape, because the yellow here is a higher elevation. He could go 1 to here, and he could try and take out Bloom with his explosive batarang. Yeah, let's do it. 1, because then it would cost 3 to get over. Well, 4 technically, but he ignores the parkour of going up and down because it's only level 1. And I think he's going to go all in on taking out Bloom by maxing out his range and using his explosive batarang. So it's 3 orange, 2 black, no free rerolls for any of this against Mr. Bloom. Okay, not bad, not bad. Mr. Bloom's got, what was it? 2 automatic defense, 5 HP. Huh. He's going to go all in on it. I said all in. He's going to buy 2 rerolls. Oh, wonderful. So that is 8, 9, 10, 11. Is that 12? That is 12. That's 12 damage on Bloom. He ignores 2 of it. He definitely ain't saving the other 10. So, Mr. Bloom is gone. Was it worth it, spending all his cubes and all his equipment? I don't know. But Mr. Bloom is indeed done. I believe you can still use the flowering roll because all these henchmen have been implanted already. But that's good. He's definitely going to have to rest next turn. And on that subject, it is over to villains turn 2. So the first thing that's happening for villain turn 2 is this henchman is blossoming into a Mr. Bloom goon. The next thing that's happening is that, well, first of all the energy would spent would go over here, 5 of it would go back, so that's 3, 4, 5. However, 2 of it is being spent forever, so we'll just put it over here, to dredge the river and remove Mr. Bloom. So he is gone, because you can't resurrect a supervillain, you can only resurrect the hired goons for the reinforcement points listed, which makes everyone cheaper infinitely for the rest of the match. So the next activation is going to be the Bloom's gang doesn't really get a good attack. They're mostly just annoying to stop you moving. They could be annoying on purpose. I'm not sure. Yeah, let's activate Bloom's gang because they can move to be annoying. We're playing this, the villain wants to win. So, Bloom's gang moves 2. This one's just going to move 1 to again block the stairs to stop Batman getting up. This one is going to... He can't reach, but if he moves there, then Nightwing would have trouble getting out. Yeah, let's move into Bluebird Square because he can also attack her, because why not? This one is going to come out 1, 2 to stand on this jammer here. And the last one is going to stay there because there's a jammer there. So, fair enough. And this one, the one with Bluebird rolls 2 rerollable white dice. They're very swingy like the black ones, but their maximum payout is lower. 2. She has 1 defense dice. She might as well use it because she's probably going to rest. Rerollable yellow for defense. Is rerollable, right? Yeah. Rerollable yellow. Nope. 2 damage. So that was the only one that was going to attack. So he goes to the end of the river, but the end of the river is now the 6 square. And then the other one's activating this turn. The brutes could cause some problems. Let's just do the cheap and cheerful, that leaves a bunch of energy for defense. The brutes activated. Oh, the warning symbol on this mission incidentally is just reinforcements, there's no like special variant. So the brutes, they move 3. He's going to move into Bluebird Square to cause problems. He's going to move into Bluebird Square to cause problems because again they're trying to win. He is going to move 1, 2, 3 to cause problems on this jammer. This is starting to look impossible for the heroes, honestly. If you're playing to win like this, I mean, what can you do? Let's see, the other one... Oh, there's only 3 of them on the board, isn't there? Hang on, 1, 2, 3... Oh no, there are 2 over there. Okay. I think they're going to stay there to add pressure there. So 2 of them are attacking Bluebird. That's 2 white dice and a yellow. No rerolls. First one hits her for 2. She has no defense, so she just takes 2 damage. Oof. Next one hits her for 2. She takes 2 damage. She was going to rest anyway. That's still pretty bad, honestly. So, yep, that's it. That is villain turn 2. We're going into hero turn 3 after I give a little bit of a think about what they're going to do. So I gave it a bit of a think to see if there's anything else possible to do to like help protect Bluebird this turn, but there isn't. They just don't have the energy. All 3 heroes are going to be resting. So Nightwing rests, gets 3, 4, 5. Bluebird rests, but that does mean that she heals a couple because she only has 3 fatigue left, so it has to come out of her wounds. So she's got back some, and she can still defend herself if need be. And unfortunately, Frank Miller Batman also just needs to rest, and he only regens 5, not 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it wasn't much of a turn, but that was hero turn 3. Over to villain's turn 3, and we might as well just keep going. So they regen all the cubes because they would get 5, and there was only 4 in play. And let's see, who would be the next to cause the most problems? Probably the shotgun brute just to take a shot, but then the prisoners who can actually, no, and then the Willem Dafoes who could cause much more damage. So let's do that, because that keeps the Willem Dafoes cheaper. 2 for the shotgun brutes. He can see Batman from where he is, I believe. Well, actually, no, he'd probably pile in on Bluebird, wouldn't he? Because he's like, the whole of the orange here is the tile, so you can definitely see her, so he would shoot her to cause the most problems again. He might as well come out onto the balcony. He can see that tile. He can shoot her as well. Oh no. And 1, 2, we'll just put him there to cause problems later. So anyway, this one well, both of them will be getting black plus the bonus yellow dice for being on a higher elevation. Let's start with this one, on Bluebird. Nothing. Good save. This one. Nothing. That is so lucky. I don't believe this square here can see the tile. Can I reach behind me to grab my phone? I'll quickly check. Again, I keep on calling it an app. I don't mean to say app. It's a website run by Monolith. So he is on that tile. No, he can see. Like if you look at that, he can see up to that square. So he can't see Bluebird. So that one will just chill for this turn, I guess. But that's only one activation for the villains. There is more pain coming in the form of Willem Dafoe. For 3, Willem Dafoe activates. This one will stay where he is and shoot Batman. This one will shoot Bluebird. This one will shoot Bluebird as I get a text message. This one, I didn't check if you could see that square. You know what? Since I've got the app open, by which I mean webpage, I might as well double check to see if he can see that square from where he is. Can he see Batman? He can, and he does get an elevation bonus. Oh, this is going to be nasty. So that's white, orange, and some of them get a yellow. So, this one, elevation bonus on Bluebird. 1 damage. Oh, she gets range reduced by 1. Did nothing. This one, shooting Bluebird, higher elevation. 1 reduced automatically, thank goodness. This one, shooting Batman with an elevation bonus. Ooh, that's more nasty. That's 4 down to 3 because of his back cape. He'll just take it. He's going to take the 3. Oh, he gets an automatic yellow, sorry. Automatic yellow, why don't I just roll the one that was there? I don't know. So it's down to 2. He took 2 damage. And then the other one that's right next to him is higher elevation. The yellow is higher than the ones he's standing on. 2 damage down to 1. Automatic yellow, orange I mean. He blocked it. So that's it for the villains. We go into hero turn 4 and they try and get this back as my dog cries at the window. Alright, so Nightwing is going to go active. His card is bendy, so it keeps on pushing out the energy thing. So he just gets 2. Bluebird is going active. So she is healing 2 from her wounds. So again, that's very useful. And Batman is going active. So he gets just 2, but not from his wound zone. So there we are. And now let's see what's happening. So Nightwing's going to use his movement to get into this square and join the ruckus over here. It uses all his movement because of the goon there, and he's going to swing at said goon to make it more easy. Well, actually, no, he should hit one of the other brutes first because they have more armor and he can combo into the other one. So that's 2 orange rerollable plus 2 yellow rerollable for his batons on one of the brutes with 2 armor. Doesn't matter which, they're both the same. This is all rerollable. So he hit 1 for 2, and that's probably not worth defending. So let's just remove that. So that means 1 hit carried over, I think, for combo. I've forgotten if combo is the same as the other one that lets damage carry over. Let me quickly check the rulebook. Yeah, I was misremembering. If they have combo and they take out a henchman, they can attack another henchman for 1 free attack of their combo level. So Dick is combo level 2. No wait, no, sorry, that's retaliate. Combo level 1, so he just gets 1 orange dice against the Bloom henchman. Hit him for 2, so it beat his armor for 1 damage. He is going to try and defend and keep him alive. Just got to block 1. He managed it. So now Dick is going to do another 2 and hit the other brute with 2 armor. So again, this is all rerollable. So that's just 1 hit coming through. Oh, he had Martial Artist. Totally forgot again. So it's actually, the Martial Artist counters one of his automatic armor. So that's 2 damage coming through. That brute is gone. Come over there. And then 1 free roll against the Bloom person. That's 1 damage. And he's going to defend against that as well. I apologise, I totally forgot about Martial Arts. And he defended against it. How annoying! Alright, I think that's everything Dick is going to do. You know what he could do, because the menace of that enemy is being countered by Bluebird right now. He is going to spend 2 and use up his tranquilizer dart, shooting at that Bloom guard man thing. So that is 2 orange. 2 is enough to beat his armor. So that goes through for 4 tranquilizer damage and removes him. So Dick is going to have to rest again next turn, unfortunately, but he did get some stuff done. So that means his menace is being countered by Dick's. So Bluebird can just go 1, 2 over here and immediately try and activate this jammer for 3 red dice. Fingers crossed, Harper. She got more than enough by 1. This jammer is activated. So if 1 more jammer activates, no one else can bloom on the villain turns. But that was 3 energy. She's going to toss the tear gas. And it's +1 for distance, but I don't know if that takes into account height, which presumably is 3. I'm going to double check that, because I need to double check that is a 3 height gap. Alright, double checked. Harper can't actually do anything with this, because to throw it's complex manipulation equal to the distance being thrown, so it's irrelevant, because she just tapped out her manipulation square by activating that jammer. So she still has the tear gas, she just can't do anything with it, unfortunately. So that's it for her turn. I don't think she wants to do anything else this turn. Dick can't. So we're just over to Batman. You could technically try and knock out this guy, or you could just try and move him. Moving into his square uses up the entirety of his free movement. So that would be all gone, and then it would be 1, 2, 3 because of the goon that's up there already. Yeah, let's just run past him then. So again, that uses up all his free movement. 1, 2, but because there's a Bloom goon up here, that's actually 3. So that's 3 into movement, which is his max. It only leaves him 4 to play with. He's going to put 2 red into one of the brutes with 2 armor. He got through for 1, but it becomes 2 because of martial artist. And he doesn't really have the energy to defend, so that's going to have to go. And he does, this Batman does have combo. So he's going to get 1 free red, and he's going to put it on the Bloom in the same square. And he hit the Bloom for 2. It stays at 2 basically, because his martial arts counters the 1 armor automatically he has. And that's going to go as well. Let's just move him up a little bit there. He's got 2 energy left to play with. I think he's going to hold the line, and by which I mean do nothing, and just wait. Because that means he'll have 4 energy next turn. With 4 energy, he could punch his way through some more thugs. Yeah, I think he's going to wait, so I believe that's going to take us to the end of hero turn 4. So, all spent energy. I usually do this off camera, but just to show that it is still happening correctly. All the spent energy goes into the fatigue, not the wounds though. They stay where they are. Done, done, and done. So, now it's over to villain's turn 4, and see what they can do. So the first thing that's going to happen for villain turn 4 is he's going to bloom into a Bloom guard, because there's not 4 jammers activated yet. The next one that activates is the 4th, however. 5 energy gets refunded, and immediately 1 is being spent on the warning tile to do reinforcements. So that is 4 reinforcement points. That is going to be spent on 1 brute and 2 prisoners, and they are all coming out the door at Bluebird to get off me. There we go. To cause her some difficulty getting away, because that's the villainish thing to do. And the prisoners might well activate and smack her, because they're right there. So why not? The other prisoner's just going to move on to there. That's fine. He's blocking that jammer. So that is 2 prisoners doing a white and a yellow attack. Close combat on Bluebird. First one. 1 hit. She's just going to take the damage. 1 damage. And then the other one. 2 damage. She's just going to take the damage, unfortunately. And yeah, that was a quick villain turn because of the reinforcements. So it's over to hero turn 5. They've got 2 turns left after this one. and 3 jammers still to get. Alright, some tough decisions has been made. Nightwing is going to stay active. He's only going to have 3 energy to play with. Harper is staying active. She heals for 2 damage. Batman is staying active. He takes 2 energy. So, Nightwing to leave that square is going to have to pay extra, so his free movement only gets him to there. And then he's going to spend 1 to get into this tile to help out Harper, leaving him with 2 energy, of which he is going to spend on an attack. And he's going to hit he'll hit the brute. He'll try and take out the toughest one there. And that's a really good roll, which is just going to leave, so that is actually 4 with Martial Artist. That brute is gone. And with his combo attack, he can roll 1 orange, rerollable, against one of the prisoners. 1 damage, not enough to get through their basic defense. Well, actually, wouldn't it get through with 1 because you got 1 success, so Martial Arts turns it into 2. So actually, yes, it did. He did 1 damage. Again, I keep forgetting the Martial Artist. Oh, totally forgot about that energy there. He's going to spend on blocking 1. He succeeded. But now Nightwing counters 1 of their menace. Harper has evasive level 1, so she can ignore 1 level of menace, so she can actually move out of there for free. Or without hindrance, I mean. So that would be 1, 2 to get her there. Now, what is she going to do now? Now she could do the grenade throw, I suppose. But the point of throwing it specifically there is because there's another way around, and it would take out 2 henchmen that are potentially in the way, because both of them are probably going to go next turn and shoot, which could potentially be very wounding. So to move into this tile would be 2, 3, 4. And her maximum move is 4. She's going to do that. This mission is all about movement. So she has moved into Batman's tile. And I'm considering spending 1 on a manipulation to drop the smoke bomb on her tile. The smoke bomb, it creates a smoke thing. Obviously, if you shoot through it or shoot into it, the level of smoke dictates how many automatic failures you get. So it'll be 2 failures, which would be pretty good if the Willem Dafoes and the shotgun guys decide to shoot at them both. No, she's gonna wait. I don't know if that's the best bet. So we'll go over to Batman. He'll spend 2 physical to punch out the brute that's on the square. That would be 3 with Martial Artist, down to 1 because of his 2 armor. And he is going to try and defend that 1 damage because that is the last brute on the field. He failed. Would a reroll be used? No, a reroll would not be used. That brute is gone, and their card flips. I don't remember actually if when a card flips like that, it's supposed to go to the end of the river. Like it just had a flash there that I think that's what's supposed to happen. If it is, I apologise. I would double check, but I'm going to slow things down while we're on a roll. So he took out that guard. He hasn't done his free movement yet. He's going to move into this square, and he's going to spend another 2 to punch out the shotgun guy. So that is 3 down to 1 again. Just going to take that, and then he's going to combo into the Willem Dafoe for 2 down to 1 and take him out as well. So you get for not having enough energy to play with. And that is going to be the turn. They're probably going to have to rest next turn, unfortunately, but let's go over to Villain, turn 5. So sure enough, I double checked. When a tile is neutralised, it is supposed to go to the end of the river. Apologies, I didn't do that when Bloom got taken out, my bad. But anyway, all this energy over here immediately comes back because you restore 5. Oh, and also, another Bloom is happening. He is bloomed into a lovely, horrible monster. And the blooms are going to activate as well for a single point of energy. We're not going to dredge the brutes in this late stage. So the blooms move too. So he is moving into this tile behind Bluebird to cause her problems. He is going to stay where he is. He is going to stay where he is because it makes problematic getting around. Actually, you know what? He's probably going to move there to make that square problematic to get around, just to be really annoying. This one's going to move into Nightwing's square and is going to attack him. Obviously the one that moved into Bluebird Square is also going to attack him. So, 2 rerollable whites on Nightwing. 2 damage on Nightwing. He gets an automatic defense of a yellow. He blocked it. And the one hitting Harper. Rerolling. Nothing. Alright, fair enough. So that's it for the gang. The Bloom gang. And now the shotgun brutes will also activate because that leaves plenty of energy for defense, and I think they're going to need the defense. So this shotgun brute will shoot at Batman, and I believe they are the same height where they are currently. This one will also shoot Batman. So that's a black die from each of them. First one. Nope. Second one. Yes. 4 damage down to 3 because of his back cape. He'll just take it on his orange. 3 damage. 1 damage. Acceptable. If he takes 2 more damage, Berserk kicks in, which might be beneficial. I'm not entirely sure. Never used it before. But that is it for the villains. That was 2 tiles. So this is the second last turn for the heroes, and unfortunately rests are going to have to happen, I think. Nightwing definitely has to rest, so he ain't doing anything. 3, 4, 5. Harper is going to go active because she's going to try and activate that jammer. And Batman is going to rest because he has to. So it's actually going to be a very quick hero turn. I'm sorry, let me put that on the end of the river real quick. It's going to be a real quick hero turn because all Harper's going to do is she's going to shoot her gun at the Bloom in her tile, which would be 1 rerollable yellow plus 2 orange because she's dual wielding pistols. Rerollable white. So that is definitely enough to take out the Bloom henchman. And then her other 3 energy she is spending on manipulating this jammer. She has nothing for rerolls. Please roll well. Oh! Best possible result on 3 red dice. The jammer is activated, so that means no more blooming because 4 jammers are active, and 1 more jammer, either this one or this one, has to be repaired on their final turn or the heroes lose. And with that, it's over to the villains for their last turn. Actually, they don't get a turn 7. So for the villain's turn, it really just comes down to getting in Batman's way because Harper isn't going to be able to get to the jammers. So best way to do that is going to be to activate the Willem Dafoe's for 1. And all that really matters is he is going to move on to Batman's square, attack him with his Uzi, but also make it harder for him to leave by 1 on the tile. I guess technically that one over there could shoot Nightwing. Actually, they might be able to, they can see actually, I think, because he could see them. So yeah, those other 2 can shoot at Batman from where they're standing as well, so that's quite a lot of damage coming in. And that's all they're going to do. So it's a yellow and an orange, white and an orange. I always see yellow. This one, shooting at Batman. 2 down to 1 because of his cape. I keep forgetting he has an automatic defense. He didn't block it, so he took 1 damage. The one in his square shooting him. 2 down to 1. Automatic defense of orange. Took 1. Come on now. Last one shooting him from over there. Turn and face the person you're shooting at. I believe he's on a higher elevation from them, so they don't get any bonus. And he missed. So the other way to cause problems would be to activate the shotgun brutes, even though it's expensive, for 5. Don't even need to, just knock some of them over. To take that out, he is just going to walk into the tile and point blank Batman, so he gets a free reroll because of the skill point blank. Again, that's all that matters for this turn. So normally this wouldn't be rerollable. It's not good enough, needs the 4. He got the 4, it's down to 3, and it's down to 1. So Batman has lost 1 of the energy he gets to play with, unfortunately. So with that, that's the villain's final turn, and I think we're ready to just... Sorry, moved the camera a bit quickly there. I think we're ready to go into the final turn. Nightwing's going active, but I don't think he can do anything from where he is. Harper's going active, pardon me, because why not? And Batman is obviously going active. So he heals 2, so Berserk is no longer in effect because he has 4, not 5. Unfortunate. So, how do you get out of this bucket of syrup? Well, Harper can shoot one of them. Let's do that. She'll shoot with the best she can against the shotgun brute, so that's 2 rerollable yellow, 2 rerollable orange, sorry, not rerollable orange, just rerollable yellow. That is good enough, that's 3. Boom. And that's all she can do. Now what can Dick do? To leave that square, he doesn't have evasive, he has mobility. To leave that square would cost 4 just to move to here. If he tried to throw Batarang from where he is, it would have 3 automatic failures because of their menace. Is there anything he can do? Alright, let's see. If he wanted to move normally, because he has parkour level 1, it would just be 1, 2, 3. But it's 6 because of there. 6 comes down to 4 because of his 2 free movement. So he's going to spend 4 down there to move onto this square with this thug. And he's going to put everything, which is 3, left into a Batarang attack. It's going to have 1 automatic failure. And he's throwing it at the Willem Dafoe over here. I believe they're the same height, or he's higher, so no bonus. Rerollable yellow. Come on, 2. So that gets brought down to 2 because of the thug in his square. The Willem Dafoe only has 1 armor, but he's going to get, you know, it matters, so 2 defense are going to get put in. Watch these be 2 blanks, it'd be wonderful. Oh ho! Goodbye, Mr. Dafoe. I enjoy your work, but not right now. Batman is going to move his free 2. 1, 2. It all comes down to this. Can he activate this jammer for the best he can manage? The best he can manage is 3 rerollable orange. He needs to get 5, which is very unlikely. Okay, that's 3. It's a rerollable. He did it! He's just gone and done it. Oops. The 5th jammer has activated, and we are at the end of the game. So man, that was a fun mission, and I'm very glad that I was finally able to get a hero victory on the Ace Chemicals map, because this map is brutal. You wouldn't think so based on it just having 2 dangerous terrains and the rest being like climbables that can be ignored by parkour and whatnot. But yeah, missions on this level are difficult. So I hope you enjoyed watching that. Now, for next time, maybe just quickly come over to the book here, which I've got open on where the villain Dick was. The next mission in the book is an Icy Welcome. That is good to go, so it's happening. It's going to be Year Zero Batman versus Mr. Freeze. Good and good. The mission after that in the main book, however, is a Birds of Prey themed mission. So I'm going to throw it to the comments because there's a bunch of painting I need to do in advance of this. I need to paint up Ivy, her plants, Harley Quinn and her goons. So that's like another 8-10 miniatures, so no dear. But for the heroes for this mission, I'm going to leave it to the comment section. Put in the comments who you would like. I have to have Black Canary as the second hero, so that's set in stone. I'll have to paint her up. For the first hero position, it can either be Batgirl, Batwoman, or Catwoman. 2 out of the 3 are already painted. You can let me know which you would like to see in the number 1 slot. And then in the number 3 slot, it can either be Bluebird, who we just saw, although she's equipped differently, Huntress, or Spoiler. So again, out of those 3, who would you like to see? Out of those 3, who would you like to see? And that'll be in advance while I'm painting up the rest of this. Let me know in the comments what you would like to see. I hope you enjoyed. I'm still having a massive amount of fun playing this. It's the most puzzle-like miniature game I think I've played, because it is a puzzle. It's not just beat up the bad guys. And I find that intriguing. It's very dice luck based, of course. Very hard for the heroes to win, I think, in some missions. But very fun, even if the heroes lose. So thank you very much for watching. Please do show your support if you want to see more like this in the future. And remember to subscribe for this game and all the others we cover here on the channel. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Ta-ta for now.